In today's video, I'm going to take you behind the scenes of a winning orthodontist PPC strategy so you can see exactly what it takes in order to generate more orthodontic patients and increase your revenue and ultimately your profits from PPC advertising. So let's go ahead and dive in here. So the first thing that you're going to have to want to do is understand your audience. Who are you serving? And as the owner of a orthodontic clinic, you really already know the type of patients that you're trying to attract, but you really need to have that clarity around it. So I'd highly recommend writing this down before you even start doing any of your keyword research, because you need to understand exactly who you're trying to attract through your ads. And here I have a couple examples. So typically they would be parents of kids, preteens and teens that have insurance from their company, and if they don't, they're paying out of pocket. Another scenario would be adults. So these would be adults that never had orthodontic treatment in their whole life, and then now they're starting to seek orthodontic treatment. Or they could be adults that have had orthodontic treatment, but then they didn't actually wear the retainers or aligners. So then their teeth started to shift and get crooked again as they got older. So then they're seeking some orthodontic treatment to help correct the alignment on that front. Most of the patients do understand that orthodontic treatment is not cheap. That's why they are opting to use their insurance to help them to cover the majority of the cost or all of it. And on average, for the different markets that I've served, I've seen the average orthodontic treatment be anywhere from $5,000 to $7,500, just depending on the overall treatment. If it's just a little bit of correction, it could be a lot less. But typically, if we're going for a full-blown orthodontic treatment, it falls within that range. And those are for the areas that I've served, which are big metropolitan cities. Now let's go ahead and talk about keywords. So this is really, really, really important. So after you understand your audience, we need to know what types of keywords they're going to be searching. And you can use different keyword tools, but from my personal research and testing in different markets, I've found these keyword types and themes to work really well for orthodontists to attract these types of patients. So number one would be treatment and service based. So keywords around metal, clear, invisible, ceramic braces, orthodontic services, Invisalign, if you offer that, teeth aligners. Some people actually don't call it orthodontic, they might call it orthodontia. So you might want to do some different variations of those keywords, but really making sure that you're covering your full range of treatment services. And then on top of that, appending the age, not necessarily for age 8 or age 9, but a lot of people, they'll search teen braces, braces for kids, braces for adults, aligners for kids, aligners for adults. So including that as a keyword set as well, because a lot of people will be searching that way. Next, in these next 3 bullet points here that I have italicized, these are what I would call transaction-based keywords. So keywords like near me, geospecific, insurance-related keywords, and free consultation. These are all very low funnel keywords. You need to have these keywords in your keyword set, because people that are searching these, they tend to be more serious because they're looking for orthodontists near them. They're looking for orthodontists in Los Angeles, where you are, or whatever market you're in. Orthodontist that covers or that takes whatever type of insurance, that's also going to be really, really important too, because now they're already saying what type of insurance they have. And if you actually take that insurance, it's a win-win, because they have this insurance and they're actually stating that when they're searching. And then if you can match to that, then that's an overall great approach. And then on top of that too, if someone's looking for a free consultation, that's also a really good sign as well. So these are everything in italicized is what I would call a transaction-based keyword. Highly recommend that. The next keyword theme would be brand. This one, you'll have to also pay a little bit close attention to this, because this can attract existing clients calling to cancel appointments and so forth. So you can actually upload a list of existing patients and block out those existing patients from seeing your ads if you want, to take that extra precaution. But brand is good if you already have like a very established brand in your area. Maybe you're doing some radio or TV, or you're in some type of like magazine or newspaper, and you're doing awareness-based marketing. Then having a brand campaign can be really strong, and can really help you in terms of bringing the traffic looking for your brand, because brand's already really cheap. Why not just capitalize it and just take advantage of it? The next type of keyword would be competitor. Now, I actually don't recommend putting competitor keywords in the actual campaign as a positive keyword, or a keyword that you would want to target. I would actually put these as negative keywords, because it's very unlikely that you will be able to convert someone looking for a competitor, and they could even be people that are patients of your competitor that are looking to reschedule their appointment. So that's where it starts to get tricky. If you had a big budget, you could test that. But if you are really going after like those lower funnel keywords, and trying to attract as many new patients as possible at the most effective or efficient cost per click, competitor is not one that I would really prioritize. I would actually put those as negatives. Next up would be location targeting. I would typically start smaller for radius targeting. I would do between 5 to 10 miles and then expand if needed. So that's going to be important. A lot of people are not going to be willing to drive that far for an orthodontist unless they're really, really, really good and have like a stellar reputation, but it's just unlikely that people will go that far. And especially if you are in a very competitive area, there's only so far that your budget can take you. So instead of trying to like cast a wide net, I would say try to start smaller, and then once you have more budget, then you can try to open it up some more. So that's a good strategy for the geolocation targeting. Now, let's talk about offers, because this is really important too. We all know, and I already mentioned that, orthodontic treatment is not cheap. So there are options, and I would highly recommend you put some different offers to test within your ads, within your landing pages, to attract new patients, because that's our ultimate goal. We're trying to bring in new patients through pay-per-click advertising. So what can we do? We can advertise a cash price for people that are looking to pay in cash, that don't have insurance. That wouldn't be my number one option. That was just the first bullet point that I had here. But that could be something that you can potentially promote. Pay in full price. Some type of new patient special, that's probably the first one that I would recommend before anything. So maybe it's $500 off your orthodontic treatment, or $500 off Invisalign, a referral offer, 0% financing, and a free consultation. If you're an orthodontist and you don't offer free consultations and all of your competitors do, you are losing out on a lot of good potential business, because people need to know what needs to be fixed and how long it's going to take. They're going to have questions, and this is a high ticket treatment. So people are going to want to meet the orthodontist actually that's going to be doing the work before they go ahead and pull the trigger and sign on and start treatment. All right, so now let's go ahead and move on to ads. So this would be your responsive search ads. It's really important to mention your key differentiators. Okay, well, you straighten teeth, you do alignment, but what's your key differentiator? Is it the area that you're in? Is it what are your different things that allow you to stand out from your competitors? Is it your stellar reviews? Is it how long you've been in business? Is it, so I really want you to think long and hard about what you can say that's going to allow you to stand out from just being that typical orthodontist that's advertising. Like, what sets you apart from your competitors? Another thing is with your ads, make sure that you have local phone numbers, not a 1-800 number, not a phone number, a area code that is uncommon to that area. You really need to make sure that these phone numbers that people are seeing are local. So then they have this idea that you are local to them, which you are. But I have seen many occasions where local dentists and orthodontists will use a 1-800 number, and that's kind of a turnoff. And then also offers. We talked about the offers previously. We want to agitate pain points. Are you tired of a crooked smile? Are you tired of always wanting to like cover your mouth when you're like laughing? That type of thing, because that is going to get someone to really align with that pain point and want to engage. So make sure that you're agitating some pain points and then be that solution to the pain point. That's going to be key. And then also mentioning payment plans, especially if patients are paying out of pocket. They want to know what their savings could be, what their payment plans are, whether it's $199 a month for, I don't know, like 12, 24 months or whatever it is. Make sure that you mention something about flexible payment plans, and then on your landing page you can go into a little bit more details on that. So let's talk about the landing pages, because this is going to be really important. So this is the page that the potential patient is going to be on after they click on your ad. So we really need to make sure that it looks authentic. We don't want to use super cheesy stock photos. I talk about this in every single one of my strategy videos. I would say high quality pictures from your office, high quality pictures of you, the orthodontist. Just really try to make it as authentic as possible. You want to have a brand, right? So that people can remember who you are. You want to have a landing page that really builds trust. And stock photos don't do enough of that. I understand if you do have to use stock photos, but try to use stock photos that look more authentic than the average stock photo or stock photos that your competitors are using. And then on top of that, restating your offers. Put your offers again that you have in your ads onto your landing pages. Have videos and pictures of your office. I highly recommend maybe a quick video introduction, or even a video. It doesn't have to be of you, the orthodontist, talking, but then it could be the orthodontist actually, doing the x-rays and actually doing the work so that people can see how you operate. That's going to be important. Map of your location. Just screenshot a little map of your location so people can see where exactly you are. A text and chat option would be great on the landing page as well. Just an easy way for people to contact you. And then I talked about picture of you, the orthodontist, or if you have other orthodontists at your practice, put them there as well, because a lot of people are going to want to do research to see your background, your credentials. That's going to be important. Very important, before and after pictures. We want to see lots of before and after pictures to see the work that you do. And then content that agitates pain points, lots of testimonials, and then just an easy way to contact and schedule. Don't make it too difficult. That's just the number one key when it comes to landing pages and converting people. Here's what I'll say. When it comes to PPC advertising and just Google Ads, Microsoft Ads in general, the hardest part beyond just getting people to click on your ads and submitting a form is training your front desk to follow up and set appointments. So making sure that the front desk is on it when they see a lead come in, that they call them right away and try to schedule the appointment as soon as possible. Because a lot of times these people, they're warm, but they can be easily swayed. So that's going to be the challenge. And then another thing is like scheduling and getting people to show up. No-show rates can be high, but it also just depends on the market. And if you have, a good text reminder system or a way to just keep people reminded of a commitment that they made, it's going to be really, really critical. So that's another piece that's outside of pay-per-click advertising, but I also wanted to mention that because it is a common pain point. And I'm sure as you're watching this, you are probably nodding your head thinking the same thing as well. It's really hard to get people to show up. So having a good follow-up system, a really strong system in place to get people to show is going to be critical. And last thing I'll say is every market is different. Some's going to be more competitive than others. Different offers are going to work in some markets versus others. So it's really important to just test it out. If you have any questions or would like me to review your orthodontic PPC account, I would love to take a look and give you a free consultation, as well as share some case studies on orthodontists that I've worked with. But this overall for this video was just meant to show you a winning PPC strategy. If you found this video helpful, I would love it if you can give me a thumbs up, as well as subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell, and I will see you in the next one.